So there's a demo on Hugging Face right now that runs Gemma 4 at 255 tokens per second, not on a server, not through an API, inside a regular browser tab on a MacBook. And the part that makes this story strange is that the code making it possible was written by an AI model that got suspended globally about 24 hours after it finished the job. The kernels are public now. You can load them yourself and watch the numbers. The person behind this is Joshua Lochner, who most people know as Zenova. He's the creator of transformers.js, which is the library that lets you run machine learning models directly in JavaScript. If you've ever seen a language model running in a browser with no backend, there's a good chance his work was involved somewhere. A few weeks back, he gave Anthropic's Fable 5 model a single task: write custom WebGPU kernels for Gemma 4 inference. That's it. No hand-holding, no step-by-step guidance. Just an agent, a goal, and a benchmark to beat. The model started climbing. It got Gemma 4 up to 84 tokens per second in the browser, which is already respectable for on-device inference. Then it stopped. And it didn't stop because of a crash or a compile error. It stopped because it decided further optimization was impossible. It literally told him the ceiling had been reached. A few hours later, according to Zenova's own thread, Anthropic rolled back what he called invisible LLM development safeguards. Same model, same task, same hardware. It went back to work and pushed the number to 255 tokens per second, roughly 3 times past the wall it had just declared unbreakable. The next day, access to Fable 5 was suspended worldwide, and its benchmark scores got zeroed out. Now, a lot of people flat out didn't believe this. The replies were split between people celebrating the result and people calling it fake. One comment that stuck with me said this is exactly why transparency matters, because the model says it can't optimize further, and then suddenly it can. So Zenova did the only thing that settles an argument like this. He released everything. The demo, the kernels Fable 5 wrote, all of it, hosted on the WebML community space on Hugging Face. Anyone with a WebGPU-capable browser can run it locally and check the numbers themselves. Google's official Gemma account even shared it, quoting his line that agentic kernel optimization is the future of on-device inference. Before I show you the demo, some quick context on Gemma 4 itself, because the model matters here. Google released Gemma 4 in early April 2026 in 4 sizes. There's the E2B and E4B for phones and edge devices, a 26B mixture of experts model that only activates about 4 billion parameters per token, and a 31B dense model for workstations, all of them under Apache 2.0, which is a first for the Gemma family. The 31B currently sits at number 3 among open models on the Arena leaderboard, and it scores 89.2% on AIM 2026. For comparison, Gemma 3 scored around 20% on that same benchmark. That's the size of the generational jump. The whole family is built from Gemini 3 research, handles text, images, and video, and the 2 small models even take native audio input. Gemma as a family has passed 400 million downloads at this point, so this isn't some niche research project. It's probably the most widely deployed open model line in existence. The model in this demo is the E2B. The E stands for effective parameters. It has 5.1 billion total parameters, but only 2.3 billion active per token. And the trick behind that is per-layer embeddings, or PLE. Instead of giving each token one embedding at the input, like a standard transformer, every decoder layer gets its own small embedding lookup for every token. The lookup tables are big, but they're just lookups, so they're cheap to run. You get the representational depth of a 5 billion parameter model with a compute cost of a 2 billion one. That architecture detail becomes important in a second because some of the fastest kernels Fable 5 wrote were built specifically around it. Okay, so how did the speed actually happen? Zenova posted the optimization log, and it reads like a climbing route. The first stage was a dedicated dense GEMV path for the PLE projections with FP16 safe intermediates, which landed around 76 tokens per second. Then came a fused kernel that combined the per-layer PLE gate, the GEU activation, and the multiply into a single GPU pass instead of 3 separate ones. That got it to about 83. This is the point where the model originally said it was done. After the safeguards change, the next moves came fast. It retuned the row counts on the gate and up projections and collapsed the staging rights, which jumped things to 121. Then it rewrote the prefill kernels with unrolled tile branches and vec4 loads, meaning the GPU reads 4 values per memory transaction instead of 1, and that pushed it to 173. The last stage retuned the attention geometry and bumped the workgroup size to 256 threads, landing at about 253. A final validation pass settled at 254.8, which rounds to the 255 in the headline. None of these techniques are secret. Fused kernels, vectorized loads, workgroup tuning, these are all things human GPU engineers do every day in CUDA. What's different is that nobody sat down and did them here. An agent ran the loop on its own. Write a kernel, benchmark it, read the numbers, rewrite, repeat, for hours. The interesting question isn't whether the tricks are novel. It's that the search over which tricks to apply, in which order, with which exact tile sizes for this exact model on this exact chip, got automated end to end. Hand-tuning kernels for one model on one GPU is expensive human work. If an agent can grind through that search space overnight, every small model on every device suddenly has room to get faster without anyone touching the code. Trying the demo takes about 2 minutes. You open the space, WebML community/Gemma 4 WebGPU kernels on Hugging Face, and you land on a simple page with a load model button. Click it, and it pulls the Gemma 4 E2B weights down to your machine. This is the quantization-aware trained mobile checkpoint, so the download stays manageable. Once it's cached, everything runs locally. You can turn your Wi-Fi off and keep chatting. The page gives you a normal chat window, you type, and the response streams out with a live tokens per second counter. You'll need a browser with WebGPU enabled, so recent Chrome or Edge works out of the box. Safari works on updated macOS, and Firefox may need a flag flipped. The 255 number came from an M4 Mac, so your results scale with your GPU. On my machine, the stream is fast enough that the text outpaces my reading speed, which for a browser tab with 0 install still feels a bit unreal. There's a comparison worth mentioning from the Hacker News thread. Hugging Face runs an ongoing agent swarm challenge where teams of agents compete to optimize Gemma inference, and the current record there is 508 tokens per second on an A10G. But that's a dedicated data center GPU. Getting half that speed on a consumer laptop chip through a browser's web GPU layer with all its overhead is the part people underestimated. And the story didn't end with a suspension either. Xenova's framework kept running with a different model. Opus 4.8 picked up where Fable 5 left off and pushed Liquid AI's tiny LFM 2.5 model to 1400 tokens per second in the browser. So the approach generalizes across models and across the agents doing the optimizing. The Fable 5 side of this still has open questions. Anthropic hasn't given a detailed public explanation of what those development safeguards were, why removing them tripled the model's optimization ceiling, or when access comes back. The most upvoted complaint under the original thread wasn't even about the suspension itself. It was developers asking for any statement about the model's future instead of silence. Whatever your read on that situation, the artifact it left behind is real, verifiable, and sitting on Hugging Face under an open license. What I'd take away from this is less about one benchmark and more about where inference is heading. WebGPU shipped quietly, and most people ignored it. Now, a 5 billion parameter multimodal model streams at 255 tokens per second in a tab, with kernels and agent rote for a model architecture that's 3 months old. Stack that with Gemma 4's function calling and 128K context on the small models, and fully local browser agents stop being a demo category and start being a deployment target. No inference bill, no data leaving the device, no install step. The kernels are public. Go run them and watch the counter yourself. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.